Al Jazeera podcast.
Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Malika Bilal, host of The Take, along with the other hosts of The Take. And I've never been in a room with all three of you before. So let's kick it off with a round of the introductions you would usually give when you're hosting the show. Kevin.
I'm Kevin Hirten, and this is The Take.
And Kevin, where are you coming to us from?
I'm coming to you from my closet studio in Doha.
I love it. Natasha?
I'm Natasha Del Toro, in for Malika Bilal, and this is The Take. I'm in Tampa, Florida, in my closet as well. AKA my studio.
Right, exactly. Halla.
Hi, I'm Halla Mohieddeen, and this is The Take. And I'm joining you guys from... Normally, I'm in my closet as well in Glasgow, but today I've been relegated to the spare room. So I'm in the spare room in my house in Glasgow. And yeah, I'm delighted to be back with you guys and to see you all in person.
So for reference, I am in my closet in Los Angeles, where I usually do the interviews. And it's just really cool to have you guys all here. And the reason we're doing it is because we are wrapping up 2023 with some of the biggest news stories of the year that The Take covered and that so many of you covered for our listeners. So to kick this off, why don't we share what this past year has been like in a word or two? Natasha, 2023, how would you sum it up?
Oh my gosh. I always have a hard time with just one word.
Same.
But for me, this year was very hot. It was a hot year. I'm based in Florida, and this whole summer, I kept thinking like, oh my gosh, am I having hot flashes? Like, what is going on? Is it just me? And it wasn't just me. As I was looking, for what happened this year, this was actually the hottest year on record. 2023 was officially the hottest year on record, according to scientists. And last month was in November, it was 1.75 degrees Celsius warmer than pre-industrial times, which is really terrifying. So, I hate to be the harbinger of doom as we near the end of the year, but my word is hot.
Well said. Halla, what about you? Your word and why?
My word for 2023 personally has been transformative, because in a personal capacity, this was a huge year for me. I covered you, Malika, while you were on your maternity break. And then when you came back to work, I had my baby. So
serendipitous.
It is. So this year has been really transformative for me in a personal capacity. But if we're talking in a news capacity with everything that's been happening, it's been quite traumatic. Now, I've not had a lot of time to keep up to date with current events because I've been so distracted with the transformations going on in my own life. But it has just seemed there's been so much trauma every time we've turned on the TV or turned on the radio. It started just before my daughter was born. There was the earthquake in Turkey, and I found it too difficult to watch the images coming out of there, especially with a new small person coming home with me. The thought of so many parents having to deal with the upheaval in their lives was too much for me to bear. And unfortunately, things have just gotten worse since then. And I know news is a hard business, but it seems to have been especially hard this year and incredibly difficult as well. So transformative for me in a personal and positive capacity, but for so many people around the world, it's been transformative in quite a traumatic way.
Yeah. Kevin, what about you?
Well, I agree. But I think the word I would use is foreboding, because as traumatic as this year has been, I feel like the major news stories of the year are anticipating things that could be even worse. And when you look down the line at the Trump indictments, which could lead to a Trump presidency, you look at the war on Gaza, which, as horrific as it's been, could be leading to even more destabilization in the world and in the Middle East. Even AI moving faster than anybody could have possibly imagined. We're already seeing it destabilize the job market. And what about Elon Musk just breaking down? I mean, this is the guy who controls all the satellites. So as bad as this year's been, I think it could lead to even worse stuff down the line. And aside from Taylor and Travis, really, I'm struggling to find like positive news stories from the year.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thanks for inserting those. Taylor being Times Person of the Year. I echo everything you guys say, and I think I would add my own word being whiplash, because just like you, Halla, I started the year off still on maternity leave, being covered by you guys, and in a safe little bubble at home, getting to know my newborn twins. And I'm ending the year holding them tighter because the world is such a mess. And like you said, Kevin, doesn't seem like it's getting better. It's only going to bring a lot more of the same that we've seen. There were little bright spots, little highs, which orcas ramming yachts and boats.
Oh my God.
That was the
yes.
best.
Yeah, that was the best. And it's still happening. So that's
Is
a
it
bright
still
spot
happening?
for me.
The orcas are still at it?
Mm-hmm, they're still at it. And then the lows were very lows. And of course, ending this year with the coverage of the war in Gaza, Israel's war on Gaza, really just sums up what the worst really could be. So yeah, whiplash feels like my word.